So there's a lot of talk out there, a lot of excitement over an app that you've probably heard about by now, unless you just don't care about the stuff called TikTok. TikTok, I think TikTok originally started as Musically, as if I have that right, and then has become just a huge, huge thing. I think it got some traction when Trump, when he was president, was talking about banning it and things like that. And even most recently, TikTok has surpassed Google as like the number one website or something like that. But the question is TikTok something that you absolutely need and want? And so I've been rethinking TikTok quite a bit, and I want to share my thoughts on it, and I would love to hear yours. If we haven't met, I'm Kevin Colby. This is the Real Creative Life video podcast. I do just kind of just free thinking, very raw about just things involving, content creating, personal life, things like that, running a business. So I love social media. I'm just going to say that. My favorite platform by far is YouTube, and I like Facebook. I don't do a lot of business on Facebook, and I use Twitter, go back and forth on Instagram, and that's pretty much it. So, full disclosure, I've tried TikTok. I've had three different TikTok accounts. And when I say that, I don't mean like I start an account and then created another account. Like I have several YouTube channels. Like this is one. If you're watching this on YouTube, um, but I also have my main YouTube channel. I have one for my business that I put my projects on. But what I mean by when I had several TikTok accounts is I actually had started TikTok and just didn't like it at all. So I totally deleted it and then thought later, well, let me do it again. Now I will say, and there are media platforms like this. This is something to be careful about. If you're not sure if you're ever going to use something and you delete it, you may not be able to reuse that username. And that was, I think that's the case with TikTok or maybe in Snapchat. Snapchat's another one that I was like, yeah, I'm just not interested. So I deleted my account, then I rethought it, went back in, tried it again, didn't like it. And it was a few months ago, and I had some friends in the same space that I am as a content creator, and they were really talking about it for their business and things like that. And I thought, well, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I should be looking at this. So I created a new TikTok account and I thought, I'm going to dive in, I'm going to post some stuff because there's a lot of similarities between TikTok and Reels. And now Facebook has launched Reels. It just, and I've played around with it, but it doesn't seem to make any sense to me. But of course, TikTok, if you're not familiar with it, it's a vertical platform. And it used to be very short videos. And now I think the most recent update, you can go up to 3 minutes. Still fairly short form. I think most people keep it to about 60 seconds. So after playing with it a while, I decided that I don't like it. In fact, I think it's fair to say I really hate TikTok. From a user experience, I don't enjoy it. And it's one of the issues I have with Instagram. So let me use YouTube for an example. One of the reasons I love YouTube is not only is it a great way just to reach a ton of people around the world, but you can create content that lives forever that can be found via search. I mean, I will still have people comment on a video that I did a year or two ago. There's no other platform like that. And that can also support you and you can make money on and grow your business or nonprofit or something. But, TikTok has to me it's a little bit like Instagram in the fact that, and I like Instagram better, that there's that feed. So it's yeah, you can get in and you can look via hashtags and topics, but to me that's just more work than I want to put into it. But the other issue I have, I mean, and that's a big one to me, is just like the constant scrolling. And then after I've done it for a while, I feel like I haven't learned anything. I haven't really connected with anyone. But the other issue I have is just there's just a lot of trash on there. And now you may say, well, Kevin, there's crap on any platform, and that's true. But a lot of the other platforms you can filter out. I mean, when I go to YouTube, and your home feed will be completely different than mine, you know, it's not going to just serve up just garbage to me. And what I get a lot on TikTok, and I got this right out of the gate, was just a lot of sexual content and things like that that I didn't want, I wasn't looking for. And what's interesting is I've always read, well, they're only going to, you know, they're going to serve you things that, maybe the algorithm feels like you're looking for. If that's true or not, I don't know. I haven't studied TikTok that much. But here's the kicker. If you remember what I said earlier, is I've had TikTok account 3 times. I've tried it 3 times. So if I'm coming into it new with no preconceived scrolling habit, then why am I getting just so much garbage in my feed? And I never figured out a way to filter out of it. I mean, if there's things on Facebook I don't like, I can block the person or just say, I don't want to see that group or that page anymore. Even on Instagram, you can block to a degree. But TikTok, I could never figure that out. And so I tried to follow some accounts that I liked, some people I knew, some people I didn't know. And I would keep just getting served up just garbage that to me didn't help me as a content creator. Certainly didn't help me as a person. So it just got to a point where I thought, okay, do I really want TikTok? And I know that there are folks out there, and you may be one of them that are like, oh, dude, I've my business has exploded on TikTok. And for that, I say congratulations. I'm going to stick with YouTube and to really grow my business and reach more people and have an impact on people. And I also know there's an argument to be made about being the light, if you will. So, and I know like Justin Koo, a friend of mine, he used to be that Christian vlogger, and now I think he just goes by his name. And he does some great stuff on there. There's some other people too. And I mean, there's good stuff on there that's not necessarily faith-based, Christian-based, but there's cool hacks on there. But the problem is I wasn't seeing enough of it. I wasn't seeing enough ways that I could interact with it, that I could do something with it. And it's the same, this probably be a different video podcast, but it's the same issue I have a little with YouTube Shorts, even though I've had a little success with some shorts. I do tend to like the longer content. Now, longer to me can be a minute on, but I don't necessarily just enjoy creating something quick just to do it, just to kind of game the algorithm. Check back in several months and see if I still feel that way. But to me, TikTok just became a time suck with very little payoff and more just feeling. I'll just lay it out there, just icky when I was done with it. But I would like to hear what you think. The beauty with this video podcast that I'm doing now is you can actually not only just drop me a comment on the YouTube channel if you want to check it out there. It's Real Creative Life. But I'm using if you type in Real Creative Life, no, actually, no, I'm sorry. If you go to kevincolbymedia.com, you can actually leave me a voice message. So I'm right now I'm playing with a site called Podpage, and that it hosts my podcast and stuff like that. But you can also do that on Anchor. So if you go to anchor.com/real creative life, you can leave me a voice message, and I would love to feature those somehow in upcoming podcasts. But what do you think? Do you use TikTok? Do you like TikTok? Why do you think you need to be on TikTok? For me, it's just a hard no, don't want it. That's my take. I'm Kevin Colby. I really appreciate you listening to this. I hope you subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast, and leave me a message and or a question or anything like that. I might use it in a future video podcast. And check out my other YouTube channel too, youtube.com/Kevin Colby. Hey, I hope you have a great time. Remember, live that real creative life. How about